Hey guys, Adrian here for Digital Dojos at digitaldojos.com, and today I'm bringing to you guys what's on my iPhone for July 2014 edition. I haven't done this in quite a while, so I just kind of want to update you on everything that is on my iPhone. This is a 5S here, 32 gigabyte model. It is jailbroken. I think I'm on currently, I want to say, yeah, I'm on iOS 7, like 7.0 or 7.1, something to that effect. I haven't updated it since jailbreaking, but I just want to go through all the apps I'm currently using for both work and personal use. And I'll try and get a series of links down below for you guys to check out all the apps if you're interested in them. So with that, let's jump right in. You have, of course, at the top row here, just your basic default apps. You have calendar, clock, photos, and camera, which are all just kind of default on iOS, of course. Then you have some other ones like notes, which I rarely use nowadays unless I want to quickly record something like a phone number or something because it syncs with my iCloud. App Store, which I use often, obviously, because to get access to my apps, but I also look at apps on a daily basis for my client services business, so I'm always in and out of App Store. Cydia is like the App Store equivalent on the jailbreak side. I don't have too many jailbreak tweaks. You'll notice a couple things here, like how some of my icons are different and how they don't have text or anything below them. I just kind of wanted to simplify the homepage a little bit. So I do have like minimal jailbreak tweaks. You also have Instagram. Of course, for photos and all of that. You also have my folders here in the third row. So you have the business folder. This is all kind of stuff related to work for the most part. You have Fiverr. Fiverr is one of the client services site I use just for small basic gigs. Community Bank, that's just my banking app. PayPal, obviously I use that from all of my invoices and business transactions. Coinbits, that's just a app I use to track the market in terms of Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin prices are always updated via here. So right now it's running at, looks like $651 via Coinbase. Moving on, next folder, I have social, all stuff related to social media. To be honest, the main ones I really use here are Twitter and Facebook, or not Twitter, not Facebook, Twitter and Tumblr here. So I'm always on either one of these applications here. And there's also Snapchat and Facebook, as you can see. Utilities is all kind of like the stuff you don't really use that often, but if you ever need it, I keep it all in the folder. So contacts, voice memos. Probably the thing I go in here for the most is calculator and the Maps app. I have Google Maps and Apple Maps. I use them like varyingly depending on what I need it for. And then you have things like weather, iTunes Store, stocks, all that stuff there that I don't really use, but I just kind of want to keep them all in one folder. Next to that is Dropbox. I use that quite often to send things to my clients and just to kind of back up online for myself. So I have the iPhone sync with Dropbox, so it syncs my camera roll into it. So I have the Dropbox app on my phone, obviously. Casts is a podcasting app that allows me to monitor all the podcasts I listen to. So you can see here, here's everything I listen to. And these basically updates me anytime a new show comes out. And you can just click on it, for example, and then get the latest episode and download it or stream it. As you can see down below, I had one streaming recently. Moving on, you have SoundCloud. SoundCloud is the music streaming service, obviously, and they've recently done this rework with the application. I'm not too sure how I feel about it. It's a little bit of a not as user friendly, I think, as the last one, but basically it's used for streaming music and all that. So you can follow people, see what they're reposting in their feed, and follow them and all that good stuff. Next up is Camera Plus. This is the app I use for taking photos. Sometimes I like to use it because it has a timer on some of the things, whether it's like a front or rear facing camera. You can activate the timer here. You also have other options like if you go into the settings here, you can do the stabilizer, burst shot, and a couple other features like it has the digital zoom and all that. Really cool features. It's been around for a long time, but I think recently iOS 7 has kind of caught up in the features that obviously the default camera can take itself. Medium is a blog service I subscribe to. I write on Medium, and it's founded by the guy who founded Twitter. So it's a really, really simple, easy to use reading service and blogging service because it's just kind of straightforward. As you can see here, plain text, really easy to go through and read articles. So every now and then I'll just kind of read on the people I'm following and the collections that I follow here on Medium. Next up is Stock Wars. That's just what I use to manage all my stocks and see all the the tickers and the pricings of everything going on there. Sunrise, that's my calendar app I just recently downloaded. They just recently got the Mac app or the Mac equivalent on OS 10, so you can use this to manage your calendar. I like it better versus the actual calendar application. It just has a cleaner interface in my opinion and allows you to view your day in a much simpler view. Next up is Todoist. This is my to-do list stuff. I don't think there's anything too, there's nothing crazy on here. So you can see here, basically, this is just a to-do list application. I use it for productivity to, set up projects or anything I need to do. And then basically I can filter it by labels, labels is the premium version. You can do it by projects. And you can see if I click projects, you can see other people's tasks, and you can collaborate and share between other people within a workspace or anything of that. And it also sends push notifications here, as you can see, when anybody completes a task or anything for that matter. And adding a task is as simple as hitting that plus in the top there and filling in all of your fields for your task. So that's just my simple to-do list app I use. Of course, you have settings. Next page, this is kind of just miscellaneous stuff that I use every now and then. VSOCAM and InstaSize are both for editing photos, framing them, and then all that good stuff. So when I post to Instagram, InstaSize is a free app that I use to frame my photos and add borders and all that good stuff. Launch Center is something I used to use. I don't use it as often. It's a paid app, but it allows you to do quick tasks. It's like an all-in-one app. So if you hold something, you can quickly do any of these quick tasks right here, and then you can search between other people's feeds or between your phone. It's basically like a shortcut to everything in your phone if you don't want to have to go through icons and folders and stuff like that. Audible is a audio book service. The app itself is free, but the subscription service is like $15 a month, I think. And basically, you get a credit, and they have other plans that you can get to. You get a book. A credit equals a book essentially a month, so you can get any book, short or long. You can see here some of my collection I have here. So, for example, like the Da Vinci Code, which is 17 hours, versus any other books here, like Mediations by Marcus Aurelius is only 3 hours. And basically, they have authors. Sometimes it's authors, sometimes it's just a narrator reading you the book essentially. And I prefer audiobooks much more to reading because I get really distracted when I'm reading. So audiobooks are easier for me to condense, and basically this allows me to stream it to my device here. Next up, you have Authy. Authy is a authorization app for Bitcoin and stuff like that. It's basically like a layer of security you can use to log into specific accounts, or a second layer of security to log into accounts. Asterisk is a online digital business card management application. It allows you to do a lot of things with business cards and managing it. This is actually a client of mine who I work with, and it's a really, really great business card system. If you want to get rid of like the physical business card and go digital, definitely worth checking out. Kik is a messenger app that I use for people basically who have like Android phones and stuff like that. But what you'll notice is like sometimes there's a lot of spam, like all this good stuff right here. So you always get messages from random people, and it's really, really subsequent to spam. So I don't use it too often, but I do use it for people who don't have iMessages and they're on Android, and it's just easy for me to text them for free via Kik. Spring Demise is the jailbreak tweak I use to control everything with the UI here. So you can control like the custom animation speed. You can do like, you can change the icon and lock the layout, and you can have like 6 icons, 7 icons, 10 icons. You can really customize it to your liking. You obviously have to be jailbroken to get this, and it's a paid tweak, so you can do all sorts of customization to your UI here. How my top bar, for example, I can put my carrier and that's just my name, which it usually is here. So I can put Adrian C here, go back, and you can see in the top left now it gets saved, and basically it's just really simple, and it allows you to customize everything. Same with Winterboard, it allows you to customize themes and stuff like that and icons on your phone. Under lifestyle, this is basically anything that has to do with like e-commerce, so like shopping and other random stuff that deals with life, obviously. Mr. Porter is an online store for kind of luxury goods, so they have some really expensive kind of like brands on here and clothing, but obviously a very, very high quality. Next to that, I have Fancy. Fancy is kind of like Instagram with the edge that whenever you see here, you can actually buy them. So if you tap on something, you can automatically add it to your cart. So you can search specific categories, and if you like it, you can just buy it right from here in a one-click process. So really cool if you like seeing things and then being able to buy them in one click. Podcasts, that's just the Apple Podcast app I use as a backup. Luminosity is a brain training app. I got this a while ago, and then I just recently reinstalled it because I want to start using it again. Basically, it has like memory exercises and different exercises that you're supposed to do daily, and it tracks your progress and see how you do here. So you can see you have an account, and then basically you can see like your workouts and how you've been doing. As you can see, I haven't done anything yet, but basically it shows your brain, it shows your memory, speed, attention, and flexibility when it comes to specific stuff, and it gives you really, really detailed information when it comes to that. Next to that is Runkeeper. This is the app I use to track when I just recently started running. I used this a long, long time ago, and it's a really, really great app. You can see my workout from today, and I can save it right here. And basically what it'll do is it'll show you, once you have it started, what it does is it shows you, or it tracks where you're running through the GPS things. And sorry, it's talking right now. And then it tracks your thing, gives you achievements, and you can see here it shows my run. For example, this is where I started, and this is where I ended. And it's still talking. But it shows you your time, and when you're running, it also will tell you like how long you've been running for. It also will tell you like how far you've been. So if you've gone a mile, it'll tell you that audibly in your headphones. You can play music, You can track your progress, you can set goals, all this good stuff, and then you can also follow people on it to kind of keep motivated and all that. So Runkeeper, really, really great app. Not just for running, it has support for like bicycling and all this other great fitness stuff. Camcard is what I use to store my business cards digitally. So basically you can scan business cards and it digitally saves them, as you can see here. So I can click on any of these and basically it shows me their information regarding their business card and stuff like that. So really, really cool if you kind of want to get rid of the physical cards, or you always want to have access to that information on your phone. Heyday is an app that I use every so often. It's one I just have, but I let it run in the background. Basically, it takes photos, like today's July 4th, for example. It'll show you photos from a year ago today. You can look back and see places you've been on a specific day. So I can click on today and I can filter it to, June 10th, for example, and see the pictures and the places I was at on June 10th. So it's a cool way to kind of track where you've been and kind of what you were doing and what you may have taken pictures of with your iPhone. So that's Heyday, and next to that is Pinterest. Pinterest is the social network where it comes to pinning. You can pin stuff and share stuff. Activator is a jailbreak tweak that allows you to assign different tasks to buttons. So for example, if I wanted to open up my camera, I can assign my volume down button to open my camera roll. You can do all sorts of crazy things, but that's jailbreak only. Touch Mouse is an app I use, and it's a Logitech app. Basically, you download the Logitech equivalent on your Mac or PC, and basically you can use your iPhone as like a Surface touchpad via Wi-Fi. And TestFlight is the last app I have here. TestFlight is it allows you to test apps that aren't public yet, so apps that are released by developers but aren't in the App Store yet, and I do that with some clients. So basically it lets you get early access to specific apps. And last but not least, let me just jump into the settings here and scroll to the very bottom so you can see some of my jailbreak tweaks I also use. Spring to Minds 3, Winterboard, Activator, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think I went over all of that. So that's how my iPhone is set up. Pretty basic, nothing too crazy here. Nothing extravagant with the jailbreak tweaks. I haven't really had time to look at new ones and see what's going on. But these are all the apps I use day to day for both work and play. And to be honest, there's not a lot of games or anything like that because I look at so many apps and then I delete them that I don't really even have time to like have some... even like the popular games on my iPhone. But yeah, this is what's on my iPhone. Love to see what you guys think. And if you guys have your own iPhones or iPads or whatever your device is, feel free to leave video responses down below and I will definitely check all of those out. So thanks for watching and I'll catch you all in the next video.